Hi,
Hi,
Nick.
how
Hi,
are
how's it going?
you?
I don't know if you remember me, but a few years ago when I was a journalist at BizNews, I actually briefly interviewed you. Yeah, that was in my former life as a journalist. So
Crazy.
I
Yeah.
actually know.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty much now sort of basically running a communications business. We
Yeah,
specialize in PR. So I've kind of moved from the traditional media world to this side of the fence.
cool.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that I'd sort of just, have a chat with you because, um, basically we've been doing traditional PR work, very hours based. And, for a long time, I've been thinking about, well, how can we scale our business more? How can we become more of a tech business? How can we, reach more clients, whether it's locally, globally? And then coronavirus hit, and we actually had one client who kept on asking us, like, can you do webinars? And I looked at it and I thought, we can. There's Zoom and all these other tools, but coming from a tech background myself, we kind of built our own platform, and we had this paying clients who was using our offering. Um, and we've been developing it more and more and more. But I guess what I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you, because I've noticed that you've been doing a lot of video type stuff and video conferences, and I mean this tool is really awesome. Um, but what is your view on like where video conferences are right now? I mean, do you think it's a short term trend, or do you think it's here with us for the long term? Because I mean, I'm seeing vaccines come online. I mean, eventually life will return to normal, right? I mean, what's your view on that whole space?
Yeah. I don't think life is ever going back to normal. Normal was fucked. So I think we are shifting and moving and developing quickly. I think that there is nothing about normal in the past or in the future that is going to be expected. So what we've learned in the last 12 months is that the acceleration of technology is the thing that Corona brought us. So I don't think it's old or new. I think it's accelerated. We were always going to have video conferencing. We were always going to have webinars. So you broke up a little bit. So if I understand your question, is webinars going to be a thing that continues indefinitely? I would argue, yes, absolutely. Much like I was talking to Lynn in a previous conversation, I think what the key thing that people forget is you need to find your audience, your customer. And if your customer is an online customer, I promise you there are businesses who have offices in 15 countries, who have customers in 20 countries, who are going to want this to be the default way that they work. So I don't think it's really about the technology and the trend. I think it's about your business finding your customer and doubling down when you find where they are. And that is like just a very generic business thing that we mostly forget, that when sales don't work, it's either the wrong product or the wrong customer. And more often than not, it's the right product with the wrong customer. So I would say that if you have success right now with webinars, then absolutely continue. The space is only going to grow. I mean, from my perspective, my podcasts, I don't just record audio. I now by default record video too, because people are consuming the video, either YouTube in the background, if you've got YouTube Premium, which most people don't know is a thing. YouTube Premium allows you to lock your phone and stream without the video. That's huge. That means that recording video becomes the default and audio is then an added extra. So I would absolutely say that webinars are going to continue, even if it's only incrementally and not exponentially over the next 10 years. There's no ways this is just a fad.
Okay, great. No, awesome.
Want to
Yeah,
add
thanks
anything
for
to
that.
that? You got a minute?
Yeah, I think, like what advice would you have for anybody out there who's trying to move from hours-based work to more scalable businesses? I mean, maybe just a quick,
Yeah,
yeah.
no hard stop. If you're selling hours, find a way to maximize the hours, increase your rates, and then slowly improve product so that you can sell it to your hour-based clients. It's one of those things where I don't think you throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you're selling hours, that's cool. You can make money from hours. Law firms are built by selling hours, not products. So anyone who says selling hours is a bad thing, I just don't think they've got the model right. So I think that there's a balance that you have to slowly ease into.
Okay, great. Yeah, great advice.
Awesome,
Thanks so
Gareth.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, eh?
Cheers.